Hello everyone and welcome back to another edition of Background Stories. We're going to be focusing on the town of Silent Hill once again. And this episode contains very mature content. Today's episode we are going to be focusing on Angela Orosco. So if you enjoyed the content, make sure to like, share, and subscribe down below. And let's get into the video. Angela was born and grew up in a poor and toxic family. Because of her violent, abusive, and traumatic childhood, Angela is convinced that she would never find happiness in life. Angela's family consisted of her father, her brother, and her mother, who were in their own rights all abusive in their own ways. Her father was an alcoholic lumberjack. Her brother was just following their father's footsteps, leading to both of them to eventually abuse Angela both physically and sexually. This resulted in Angela's harbor anger towards men in general, based off the actions of her father and her brother. This photo is often referenced when talking about the story of Angela. This photo shows a picture of four. A lovely family, a father, a son, a daughter, and a mother. But this picture can also tell 1,000 words without even saying anything. On the front of the picture, you see a lovely family, a family of four. But what about behind the picture? It could be a lot of grim things that go on behind that picture. In the case of Angela's story, if this is a reference to her, we know there's a lot more grim things going on behind this photo. And what that little girl is going through, and what she went through her entire life. Angela's mother actually knew this was happening, but she never got involved. So Angela had truly no one to turn to, which is one of the saddest states in life in general. Because unfortunately, it is relatable in real life. That is one of the things that Silent Hill 2 has. Its relatable factor to actual real life. This is just one example. Angela's mother made it a point to tell Angela that she deserved the abuse that was happening to her. But who knows, her mother could have been a victim also. But that's no excuse, because you should go by any means necessary to protect your children, under any circumstances. And this is a very dire circumstance. At some point in time, Angela's mother left the family, leaving Angela behind to fend for herself with her brother and her father, resulting in more trauma for Angela. Trauma such as mental health issues and suicidal thoughts. That is why I believe Angela is still stuck in the mind of the little girl that she was, even though she's grown now at this point in time, in the time of Silent Hill 2. She still refers to her mom as Mama. So she's still stuck in that little girl's mindset. She's a little girl trapped in a grown woman's body. And that's the result of all the trauma she's put through for years upon years by her father and her brother and her mother. Her mother just abandoned her to deal with all that. If you're gonna leave, you at least take your daughter with you, and when you know these things are happening to her. But her mother decided to cower and run away, rather than face the problem. And as a result, after years of trauma, Angela finally reached her breaking point. One night at the Orosco's residence, Angela got enraged at her father and took a kitchen knife. And as you can see from the clip of the newspaper in Silent Hill, it tells you what happened. So I'll read it to you. It says the body of a man later identified as Thomas Orosco, a lumberjack, age 39, was discovered in the middle of his room lying face up. There was evidence of a struggle in the room. According to the novelization, Angela also did the same to her brother, but it doesn't go into detail like it does for the father. With no one to turn to and nowhere to go, Angela was called upon by the town of Silent Hill, under the guise of finding her mother, as it being her only final hope of having someone to turn to and help her out of this situation. But as we all know, you are called to Silent Hill for one reason and one reason only.
Even Mama said it. I deserved what happened.
No, Angela, that's wrong.
No, don't pity me. I'm not worth it. Or maybe you think you can save me. Will you love me? Take care of me? Heal all my pain? That's what I thought.
It's hot as hell in here.
You see it too. For me, it's always like this.
And that is the story of Angela. There's much more to dive deep when talking about this character and most of the characters in Silent Hill 2. That's why I cover the game so much as I do, because it is my favorite Silent Hill game of the entire franchise. But if you enjoyed that content, make sure to hit the thumbs up down below. Make sure to share it so this content reaches people such as yourselves who review this. I won't take a long hiatus. I'll be back with more content. But until next time, I'll see you again in the town of Silent Hill. You take care.